Alright. Okay, so the guy who put himself as a reserve backup is not around as far as I can tell. So, if anyone would like to get back in here for this match, nobody else signed up for it. Feel free to contact me. I can do this alone though. I'm a big boy. Whatever. Let me know. SVG, I got your changes in. Your sliders are done. You're on counter, short, center, maintain 6. Front, middle, aggressive 4, 8. No advanced instructions. Your formation 1, I did sub by ability. Yep. SVG are all good. Alright, and I've gotten GBFG are another autopilot, but they have some additional instructions, I've been told. Oh. Yeah. GBFG get their subs by ability. Did I give that to them? I think so. Let me check. No, I didn't. There you go. Sub by ability. Everybody's in position. I'm going to assume this is supposed to be in the center. I mean, why would you have an asymmetry? I don't know. I don't know if it was there or not. Whatever. I could just leave it. Guess I'll leave it. It'll be fine. Alright. Yeah, and they have tight marking on the CF, so turn X, and they're going to be +2 the entire time. What? Oh, alright, I'll put you in. Cool. Didn't expect that. Well, I'll get the music ready. There we go. Hey there.
Howdy.
How you doing, HT?
Doing all right, doing all right.
Good.
So, what we got here?
We got Granbluef Fantasy General versus Shadowverse General. Two pretty meme teams, 361 and 343.
Actually, wait a minute. So we've got Granbluef Fantasy and Shadow. Actually, wait, aren't they both Rage of Bahamut series games? Or that general universe?
I have no idea. Might be.
I mean, I see something that... Second. Yeah, because I know Granbluef Fantasy has, like, fucking... Oh, by holy short stats. And I see SVG has a player that looks like an Opie short stack. So I'm assuming they're fucking, I don't even know. But yeah, you got two meme teams here. You have Granbluef Fantasy running everybody's favorite TNA from the Wrestle Cup, 361.
The undefeatable, invincible 361.
Mm-hmm. You've got SVG running 343 wide, what looks more like a 325, trying to get that trying to get that R9K going. I see, well, Granbluef Fantasy is running possession long for maximum over meme. SVG is running a more standard counter short sort of game. And usually with the 3-6 fun versus other teams, you have that sort of midfield dominance. But given the way that TNA/NA Granbluef Fantasy plays, you're going to see a lot of fucking shit happening. You're going to see pretty much all of the central midfielders and the wide men, who are the wide central midfielders and the narrow central midfielders, who are all destroyers if it's... Yeah, if I remember how this is set up right. They're all going to both run forward as fast as possible, and they're going to press incredibly high up the pitch. And you're going to see that gold CB also run in and try and make things happen as a playmaker.
All right, let's see. Oh, one quick change for gbfg. The gold CB they got needs to be in the center.
Yep.
Or else he won't go up on the +2. All right.
Hey. Also, holy shit, that Shadowverse General Blender that's on the main screen. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't be super impressed. It's just a card.
It's a cardboard cutout?
Yeah, it's a cardboard cutout.
It's a really nice cardboard cutout, though. Shit.
Yeah, it's pretty high quality. But it still is a facade. Yeah.
Only the finest blenders for the VG League qualifiers.
Hey, I mean... NepGen officially ruined my frame rate more than any Spring Babby Cup team did, so...
NepGen ruins everything.
Once again, the Neps ruin everything. Alright, I believe we are ready to go then. GBFG are going to go to +2 immediately and stay on that the entire time. Alright, let's... should be good. Let's kick this off.
Delicious.
Last game of the day. I sexually identify as Sue. Ever since I was a boy, I dreamed of... Dude. Weed. Lamau.
Light a fatty for your streaming daddy.
Ah, Scruffy. Alright, let's have us some anthems. Alright, kicking off. Granbluef Fantasy on the left and Shadowverse on the right.
Alright, so for that GBFB player, the one with the box head with fucking Altera freaking out on the front, and then I think one of the fucking stinky boats on the back. I want to know what player that is, because I really like that fucking... Uh-oh.
Oof.
That was an attempt. That was certainly an attempt.
Wasn't an attempt. Here's Alberto getting the ball.
Oh my god.
Getting the ball is wide.
Oh, and you can see him being a cardboard cutout allowed him to juke that defender, just being able to slip right past.
Yep. Couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, it's the keeper. So it's shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
Okay,
up.
Yeah, makes sense. Hearthstone is bad civilization.
Shut the fuck up.
Uh-oh.
Get out of here. Time and effort.
And this isn't.
Oh, man. Past the keeper, who was out a little too far. It's 1-0 for Granbluef Fantasy. I'm not entirely sure why the keeper was out that far.
I assume an offensive goalkeeper card.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know what play he was expecting to be that far out.
Well, that's the thing about fucking TNA and gbfg. It confuses the fuck out of the defenders because they have no idea who they're supposed to be marking because it's fucking 6 niggas in a blob and then you have a gold CB running up.
Well, trying to get it over to... Whoa! Skies it.
Desperate save there. Last man stop.
We'll get a corner, though, Alberto. Angry roach noises put it over to Vagabond Pepe. Vagabond Pepe trying to push it back into the box.
This is where things get dangerous for both teams.
Yeah, they were desperately trying to keep it in the box, but nothing comes of it. Lord of Crits over to time and effort, intercepted and cleared.
This game is very end-to-end, and it's only been 15 minutes, and it's going to continue to be end-to-end until somebody dies.
Until somebody dies, I imagine. Somebody will die by the end of this match. It'll be.
If there aren't at least 2 straight reds, I'm going to be disappointed.
We will see the return of Doogie. Up for a throw-in. Glory be. Nice back heel pass. Tsukome. Trying to get to turn X, do nothing. Oh my god!
Yep, it's
there's the dash.
turning into a clusterfuck. But you see, time and effort has a lot of space.
A lot of space. Tightly marked, though.
Keeps the ball.
Trying to get over Lord of Crits!
And that's 2.
Nice domineering, aggressive header right in. 2-0. SVG calling a timeout to fix their set pieces, apparently.
Well, I would have expected more than just some set-piece changes here, but I mean, when you're dealing with something like Granbluef Fantasy, you don't know what to do.
All right. Anything else for you, SVG manager? Nope. All right, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, the SVG has to do something quickly because if they let this go to 65, 70, their bench isn't very good. So they're going to have to stretch more out of their currently playing play. Oh,
Time and effort does manage to keep it in. Level 150 Proto Chicken. Jesus Christ.
SVG needs to get this ball out of their third.
Well, if they can get a nice through ball, that is pretty good. Turn X do nothing.
Might be the
What?
chance. Oh no!
What? Why?
He couldn't control it.
It looked like he just kicked it away.
He tried to get it with the outside of the boot instead of just putting it down, and it just bounced off. That's doggo physics.
What a blunder. That was the best chance they had yet. Miles of space.
And I mean, when you're against a team like this, you cannot waste those chances because you're not going to get very many of them.
Here's Turn X do nothing again, trying to get it over to Alberto. Can he beat Beto?
And he's slipping again. Yes, he can.
Turn X do nothing, trying to beat the defense, sliding interception. And it'll be cleared.
Back in Granbluef's possession, and just as soon as they get the ball, they're pushing upfield.
That's a through ball attempt over to Turn X, but intercepted. Over to Crits, getting it over to Explode. Explode
and stop the box.
Cleared for a throw-in.
And you see how desperate the SVG defense is getting. They need 3 men to stop that marauding forward player.
Yeah, their defense is just, it's too high up as well. It's just, they have to rush back to defend.
And Granbluef Fantasy also plays a very high line. And since they're on +2, they play incredibly aggressive. Can Alberto
just couldn't beat the keeper.
No,
but
they
Angry
still
Roach
have a
noises.
chance.
Angry Roach noises trips, but loses the ball. They keep it in. Alberto picks it up. Turn X do nothing into the keeper.
Hey.
They pop it back in. I think that'll be a goal kick.
Granbluef Fantasy. Oh my god, that Alberto defender. I love it so much.
The cardboard cutout is pissed.
Ay, cabrón.
Dios mío. Oh, it's a corner.
Pinche goalkeeper.
They're going to take it short.
I'm the meme.
Vagabond Pepe over to Tsukome. Tsukome takes
This
the
might
shot.
be a good chance.
Shut
Save.
the fuck up. Get that ball out of my face.
You said that was going to be a good chance? Shut the fuck up.
And here comes GBFG again, taking a long shot, and it's wide.
Wide by millimeters.
I'm getting read at. I'm missing instructions. God damn it. I was so good all day, too. Damn it.
Rigged.
Yeah, it's rigged. Finally.
These things happen.
Yeah. Alright. He wants a timeout.
There. Although they are rather close to halftime.
They are rather close to halftime. But what he wants to do, he wants to put on Gegenpress.
Uh-oh.
And he wants to go to +1.
Oh, dear.
Oh, anything else for you while we're here? That's it. Alright, just making sure. There you go, you're on +1.
But this is gonna turn into some shit now.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how the +1 does for SVG, considering how GBFG are playing. Might not be
a good
the
sign.
Smartest option. Yep, that's 3-0. It's a brace for time and effort.
This might be done.
All right, and they're going to get 1 minute of stoppage.
And you see right there, that's the danger of going aggressive against a team that presses that hard from the front. If you can't get it out of your back line, you can't start an attack. And if you start an attack and all of your players are up front, it just comes down to that back line, that 1v1, that 2v1. And it just does not work for you.
They're going to let them keep going for the moment. There we go. 3-0 at the half.
And this is going to take some serious tactical genes to come back from.
Yeah, that last goal was a bit of a defensive blunder. Went too far forward. And I don't know.
That's what happens. You play +1 with 3 at the back, and you're not a team that can get numbers back or can at least press high up the pitch. You live by the meme and press, you die by the meme and press.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to have a halftime change for SVG. They want to put their D-line up to 6. There you go.
And again, they're playing more aggressive. They're playing high against a long ball team. And that's, I know you're down 3 goals, but you have to worry about your defense at this point.
Anything else for you, SVG manager? Roll it. All right. Second half.
Well, I mean, they have the kickoff, so hope for some kickoff abuse.
See if fortune favors GBFG this or not GBF. I mean SVG. GBFG, but SVG more so because they're down so much.
Oh, this looks good.
It's looking pretty good, but GBFG are packed in there. They're not letting those passes off easy. Here's Laughing Sneck.
It's turning into a midfield sandwich, but you see here, just
too far forward.
You see, as soon as GBFB starts pressing, going up, like all of SVG runs back to try and intercept them. And that's going to tire out your back line, and eventually you're going to give something up. Well, there's no eventually about it. You have given it up.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the sentiment, absolutely, of being down so much, and you know, you just want to put it all into offense. You want to salvage something out of this. And it can work. I mean, here we go. Angry Roach knows takes the shot and it's saved, and that'll be out for a throw-in. That was better.
Is getting opportunities deep in the final third.
There we go! Vagabond Pepe! Puts it in. Comeback's on. There we go. All right, they're on the board.
And once you get that first, it energizes the team for more and more.
We got plenty of time to make up for the deficit, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just Themis, bro. Getting it over to Angry Roach. Noises. Oh, just wide.
Fingertips.
Gonna get a nice replay of this. Oof. Yeah, it was by the fingertips, so that should be a corner.
Now you're actually seeing the counterpart to what was going on in the first half. That wide support, Vagabond Pepe, Angry Roach Noses, they're starting to create overloads against GBFG. Uh-oh.
Vagabond Pepe picks it up and loses it to KMR.
And as soon as GBFB gets the ball, 5 people just swarm.
No, they lose it. Goes back to Soccer Mom. Let me know when you want subs, SVG manager. Here's Sukome, Sukome! No, out. 65, you got it.
Like every time I want to say that SVG is putting on pressure, or SVG has an attempt, the keeper, the fucking GBFB keeper tells me to shut the fuck up.
I'll be up for a throw-in. Well, thankfully SVG have woken up and we got ourselves a good game here. Both these teams putting on the pressure.
We just need one more before GBFB puts another one in.
Gasp over to Alberto. Turn X puts it over to Angry Roach Noises.
Space.
Angry Roach Noises taking the run. Slips it past. Nice and easy. 3-2.
私を楽しませてくれたまえ。ここで死んでいただきます。恨むなよ。お見事ですね。恨むなよ。私を楽しませてくれたまえ。ここで死んでいただきます。恨むなよ。
Alright, so it's 3-2 and we're gonna have subs.
As you can see from those stats, fortune and momentum has certainly favored SVG. They made the necessary changes. They're starting to take advantage of the absolutely gassed holding midfielders on GBFG, and you just have that wall up front finally creating overloads against the back three, finally finding space. And once you've got space, you've got the keeper, and it all comes down to how good your foot is.
Alright, SVG have subbed out their wingers. Not the best conditions at all. Not much they can do about it, though.
But fresh legs, that's all they need at this point. They just need at least one more to get a result out of this game.
Well, this is an autopilot, so it's just best condition for most tired players. There's only so much patching I can do here. we'll put
That's
in Suya.
And one of the DMFs.
Cog, I guess, and Mama Forte can come out for Apologems. Here we go. Come on immediately. Alright, well, I still think either of these teams could score again, definitely. Either GBFG securing their lead again or SVG tying it up.
Yep. I mean, this game isn't done yet. There's still plenty of time for there's plenty of time for either team to get a result here. Speaking of which,
time and effort over to Cog, trying to get over to Laughing Snack, but it's intercepted. Trying to keep possession. They do. Level 150 Proto Chicken. Murdered. No foul called.
That player had to. It was either that or just have this happen.
Soya, or time and effort is offsides.
Revolution offsides. Also, nice non-attempt at that header there.
Yeah.
GBFG player.
Might have been better than it looked because he's a card head. I'm not sure.
Perhaps.
Time and effort. Getting dogged here. Gets it over to Lord and crits, but it's cleared. There's Alberto. Plenty of space for angry roach noises.
Angry roach noises. Just needs to cut in.
No, Beto's able to steal it away and give it to the goalkeeper to clear.
It's recycled, but now you just sort of see Granbluef Fantasy is the one on the back foot, not able to string together a pass, not able to get the counter going.
Oof, headed away by the defender and cleared. They're going to keep it in, though. Keep possession. Gudimir.
This is getting dangerous for Granbluef Fantasy. They're the ones on the back foot now. They're the ones who have the most to lose here.
Time and effort, getting it over to Suya.
So,
Suya.
Yeah. No.
Mom!
Shut them. That is not going to be a one-on-one with the keeper.
Paula Gems trying to get over to time and effort. Time and effort. Level 150 Proto Chicken takes a shot.
Oh, no. That could have been it.
SVG are going to take their second voluntary. Didn't have the curl it needed.
You see that a lot in PES 17. Players just can't quite get the amazing curling goals they could in 15 or 16.
Yeah, it's either they don't curl it correctly or they don't curl it enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, SVG.
Also,
what would you like?
metal, the front CMFs for Granbluef are dead.
They are
So
absolutely
that's really good to launch counterattacks.
Yeah. All right, SVG.
Honestly, fucking dead on the pitch on GBFG.
Yeah.
Like, this is the time. If there is any way to come back from this, or even pull a win out of this, it has to be done now.
This is ambitious. They're going to go to long. Support range 8. I mean, could work. They're gassed. If they get their CF or some player up in the right position, beat all those defenders that they've been fighting with this entire time, they get tied up.
Gegenpress on, so that's going to mess with their defensive shape, which means they could actually give up something on the break with everyone pushed high, like earlier in the first half. It's a roll of the dice, but I mean, you have to make something happen. So just flip a coin.
Anything else for you, SVG manager? That's it. All right, let's see what happens.
6 minutes in stoppage.
There's that long ball. Cog is going to be able to beat Alberto.
Angry Roach?
No. Defense are still able to beat them. It's time and effort trying to get over to the Proto Chicken.
And this is what I'm talking about. You have that just sort of defensive clusterfuck. There are only 3 people
Way
back.
over to Lurk! Oof! Kapow!
Oh.
Off the bar.
Oh.
It's wide.
God.
Woof. A little tongue tie. It was off the post.
Shadowverse popping those Evo points. Just Jesus. Getting those breaks. I mean, wow.
That should be a goal kick. No, it's a corner. I guess he got a hand on it. But here's Suya.
Egger.
Crossing it in. Laughing Snack! With a diving header from the side.
Laughing snack.
And that's probably going to be it. It's 4-2. Diving header straight into the goalkeeper's foot.
For now and forever, snack abuse is real.
Snake abuse is absolutely real. 4 minutes of stoppage. SVG, if you can get the ball, you can get a consolation.
At least pull something out of this.
He'll be out for a throw-in. They will manage to mostly clear it if they can get possession of the ball. Oof, right to Soccer Mom.
Soccer Mom is able to get on it.
Long throw. Would have elected for a... Nah. That's it, 4-2.
4-2. It was a game effort. SVG showed glimmers of something in that second half, but snacks, man. Snacks and corners. You can't do anything about it.
Believe me, I know. But that was an admirable effort by SVG to come back, though.
They went down swinging.
Yeah, 10-7 for SVG, 9-6 for Granbluef.
Like, honestly, these two teams are relatively even. It's just when Granbluef had their clear-cut chances, when they had shots, they made them count.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, check 14 crosses for Granbluef Fantasy General.
Yeah. The crosses. Dude crosses Lamau, etc. 4 saves for the Granbluef keeper as well to keep them in during SVG's uprising.
And SVG playing a lot more aggressive and cutting down with that Meiman press. Although Granbluef is the one who comes out with fouls.
Yeah, Granbluef were a little more aggressive in that terms. I don't know, there was a lot of aggression that was uncalled there.
Yeah.
Man of the match is Lord of Crits with a 7.
Although shut the fuck up with a 6.
Yep, shut the fuck up with a 6. Time and effort with a 7. Laughing Snack as well. Angry Roach Noises and Vagabond Pepe also getting 6-5s.
That front line of SVG all putting in decent effort, but not enough to cover for those. Not enough to cover for the rather shambolic midfield play in the first half.
Yeah. Alright. Our match details. At 7 minutes, time and effort from Laughing Snack. At 22 minutes, nice dubs. Lord of Crits from time and effort. 45 plus 0, time and effort from Lord of Crits. 54 minutes, Vagabond Pepe from Angry Roach Noises. 66 minutes, nice dubs, Angry Roach Noises, unassisted. And your subs came on immediately after that.
And Soyo coming on as the super sub, sinking that cross that put Shadowverse out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And finally, 89 minutes, Laughing Snack, unassisted.
And Angry Roach Noise is putting in work for the team, but unfortunately, Roach got hit with a Nerf bat a couple of updates ago, so what you gonna do?
Yeah, and this is about what I expect from these two tactics.
Right down the center.
Right down the middle. Just cross and long ball my shit up, fam.
Although GB leaning a little left. Up to the left.
And the ball winning area all in the center.
Yep, and this is definitely, you can definitely see a tale of two styles of pressing. SVG penned in their own half for most of the game, except where they're able to snatch some in the final third, whereas Granbluef just swarms and takes balls everywhere.
Alright, individual match records. Time and effort is a CB.
Yep, that's TNA for you.
That's +2 for you, yeah.
2 goals, 1 assist, 3 shots, all on target.
Is he the medal?
Yep.
He might be. I'm not sure.
Although you see Le Old Mage of Balance and Glory B, both with sixes, and Le Old Mage playing, and Glory B, honestly, playing Libero, playing very high up,
Yeah.
just just an iron rod in that midline.
Yeah, they went way up. For better or worse.
Well, I mean, you got to do something when you're trying to snatch a game back. You go +1, you got Egan Press on. You're going to basically turn the halfway line into your penalty area.
Yep. Alright. And that'll do it for this match, and that'll do it for the day.
Thank you for having me on.
No problem. Pleasure having you, HT. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Alright. Well, that'll do it for the day, lads. Well, we're going to be listening to the Granbluef Fantasy General Victory Anthem to close us out. But first, let us go over the match day real quick. And we'll go over what the matches are tomorrow real quick. There's nobody here to insert their opinions, so it should be a lot faster than usual than it was in spring. So, we started the day with FGG versus SKG. SKG pulling it out 2-1. An SS13G versus Rainbow Six General, R6G. Only a 1-0, but Clown is captain getting that 6 sliding kick in. Then we move on to Group B, Civ4XG and AGDG getting our first draw of the day, and only draw of the day. 1-all. Hack, and asset posting putting it in. And then PG versus EGG, 1-0. Pancakes at 52, the Manlet 77. And then we got Group C, MGGG getting a 4-1 over WTG. Surprising many, I'm sure. And then afterward, a 2-0 for Digi over MEG, Leomon Brace. Group D, NepGen, 2-0 over VN, Vert and Blanc. And then finally, the match you just had, Granbluef Fantasy over SVG, 4-2. Pretty good matches, overall. Tomorrow, we will start the day with FGG versus SS13G. And then we'll have SKG versus R6G. Then we'll have Civ4XG versus Persona General. I should probably say the entire name of the general. AGDG, I immediately say that otherwise, versus Egg, which is a bowl. That should be exciting. AGDG versus Egg. Designing games and engineering games. Then we have MGGG versus MEG. What is superior for waifu, alien or monsters? Then you have WTG versus Digi. Group D, NepGen versus Granbluef Fantasy, and then Visual Novel versus Shadowverse. I hope you enjoyed the day. Tomorrow, an hour before the games start for the qualifier second day, you'll have the block match. Block versus LGBT. So if you're into those block matches, you can watch that. But as for now, we're going to put up the pape. Or no, actually, we're going to put up highlights. How about? And we're going to play the Victory Anthem for Granbluef Fantasy, and that'll do it for us. So here we go.